Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of California. We're in the city of Oakland. We're going to be doing a short driving tour of a neighborhood called Hoover-Foster. It's currently 65 degrees outside. We're going under the interstate freeway. On our right, we have an encampment outside. We have people living on the sidewalks under tents and tarps. We're currently on the intersection of West Grand Ave and San Pablo Ave. We're on San Pablo Ave now, the 2200 block. We're passing West Grand Ave. We have more tents on my left-hand side across the street next to the bus. Outdoor encampments out there on the corner of the block. We have a friendly manor on our right-hand side. We're at 24th and San Pablo. Now we're passing West Street. We're gonna make this right-hand turn. We got a commercial glass business on my right-hand side. We're turning on 25th and West. Now we're passing Athens. And now we're approaching Sycamore. West and Sycamore. We're at 26 and West. It looks like we're in between a commercial and residential zone. Because I saw like what looked to be like a boxing business and all that stuff. We have an auto zone on my left. We're passing 27th. We have what looks to be like an apartment building on my right hand side. School crossing. We're at 28th and West. We're now at 29th. We're at 29th and West. I'm going to make a right-hand turn. We'll start to explore the area. We have homes on the left-hand side. It looks like we now have, what is this building? This brick building. See this brick building? Look at this classic car out front with a busted windshield. Oh man, the home company on the left-hand side. Classic. Have some nice houses, nice detail. Some of them look a little bit aged, but I just saw one that had really nice paintwork. We're approaching a garage that says Oakland. You see it directly in front of us? It's a pretty cool garage. It says Oakland. I think it looks neat. We had a Volkswagen Beetle on our left-hand side, punch buggy, no punch back. We got the Exotic Market on my right-hand side. The Exotic Market has beer, wine, and more. We got the 18 bus stop on our left. Look at the ground. There's burnout marks. You see the donut marks? The burnout donut marks from burning a tire? All right, let's make this right-hand turn on Martin Luther King Jr. Let's turn right. All right, we're now turning right. And then we're going to bust a quick left right here. On 28th and Martin Luther King Jr., we have graffiti on my right-hand side, covering the whole side of the building. This is not a street through, so this on my left is not a street through. So let's bust a U-turn right here. Boom, like this. There's some guys out there. I think they were playing cards or probably just chatting and eating. Let's make this right on 29th. There's a mattress right there on my left. You see that mattress? It's a mattress out there. Oh, snap. And then we found another encampment. Accidentally, we stumbled upon an encampment. There's a Civic on my right, stripped, missing rims, and he got tickets. It's jacked up. And you got RV on our left. You got a dozen plus tents on my right. You got another car on my left that's stripped. Front bumpers off, tops down. On my right, you got an RV. You got graffiti. You got porta potty under here at least. At least they got a porta potty, so they're going to be pooping on the sidewalks or nothing. Another RV on my right, another camper. And they just straight up section off the sidewalks. Yo, there's a BMW there, yo. BMW wagon. Yo, they got wood and all that under here, brothers and sisters. Yo, they straight. Yo, somebody got a door. Yo, His little joint got a door. Yo, this is the most exclusive little sidewalk hut I've seen ever. I thought Skid Row was popping. I thought Skid Row had Kensington on smash. Listen, that right there, he had a door outside on the sidewalk. Listen, that's crazy. All right, let's bust a left-hand turn, and we're going to continue to explore the Hoover-Foster neighborhood. So the Hoover-Foster neighborhood looks like a triangle. If you look at it on the map, it's like a triangle. It's right next to the freeway. Let's make this left-hand turn. Oh, wow, we got a Del Sol. We got a flower shop on my right-hand side. Look at this little Del Sol, this Honda Del Sol. You see it on my right-hand side? The little mint green color? Wow, that's an odd color painting. It looked like it was freshly painted. It looks like a good paint job, too. The paint job doesn't look bad. It's just an awkward color. It's like a mint color. Telegraph. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're on 30th and Telegraph. Look at these buildings on my left. Homes. Some look like apartments. Some look like homes. Live your life. Yo, this is another one? Yo, hold on. I gotta think. Did I just go through the same block again? Or this is a whole nother one? This is a whole nother encampment, y'all. Yo, get out of town with it. I'm shocked because I'm just accidentally finding these. Like, I didn't come through here knowing that there was gonna be homeless encampments out here. But check this out, y'all. Wow, all on my left. This is vicious, bro. It's under the freeway, so I guess it's out of the public eye. Yo, pieces of wood, bicycles, a refrigerator. Yo, somebody got a refrigerator out there. Bro, this car's behind me. My bad, y'all. I'm only traveling like 12 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour. We're on 30th and Martin Luther King Jr. Yo, they had a refrigerator. Get out of town. Yo, there's a dunk right here with some nice rims. Big old donkey dunk, classic car. 30th and Martin Luther King Jr. Way. It's Way. I've been to, I swear, all types of Martin Luther King Jr.'s. I've been to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Martin Luther King Jr. Way, Martin Luther King Jr. Street, Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Martin Luther King Jr. All types of Martin Luther King Jr.'s. Yo, look at this on my right. Nice classic. Look at that, a Dodge Dart. Picture time. A Dodge Dart. Wow. Dodge Dart. You see that thing? That thing's mint. Clean. 273 coupe. Look at this Cadillac on my right, too. A coupe. Ooh, that Caddy looked mint, too. Look at the houses. The Hoover-Foster neighborhood, huh? Hoover-Foster. Look at that pickup truck on my left. I like it. I'm not a big fan of the paint job, but I like the style of the truck. Look at graffiti on my left. Nice murals. We got a Class C RV on my left. 30th and West. You guys can take in the style of the housing. Look at the colors. Look at the house on my right. Reminds me of McDonald's. Yellow and red. Tropical trees, sidewalks, front lawns. The lawn's a little here. I would say the lawn, some of them, 8-foot lawn, maybe. 8 foot, 6 to 8 feet long. The sidewalks don't appear to be lined with grass. They do, just like in Philly, have grass growing through the cracks. Yo, on my right, there's grass growing through all the cracks. Not that maintained. They got driveways. Some of them got garages, 2-story buildings. Got a little speed hump. We got some trash and debris over on my right. We got another little outdoor tent. There's a dude over there with a hammer. Yo, he's about to build himself a crib. My guy's about to build himself a crib outside. We're at 30th and San Pablo. Yo, bro, about to build himself a fort. With the skits, with the... Yo, whose shopping cart line is this? Yo, look at this. There's a whole line of shopping carts with stuff in it. There's a whole... The thing is, why are there... Who owns all those cars? Yo, there's a lady over here that was smoking on the sidewalk. Her face was tattooed. Yo, there was a lady over there that was sitting on the sidewalk smoking a cigarette. I don't know if y'all saw her. She had tattoos on her face. Somebody over here, she's shining her car on my right. They're both shining both of the vehicles. Yo, that line of shopping carts. Nibs. There's a business called Nibs on our left. Where'd all those shopping carts come from? How can all those shopping carts go unaccounted for? I can understand stealing like one or two from a department store, but look at this on my left. What are they up to? Oh, they were digging inside. I guess they probably thrown out the bureaus and she was looking for like goods. Seeing if anything was reusable. I understand. I repurpose things too, so. Yo, look at that classic on my right. Nice. Oldsmobile. Sedan. Needs a little TLC. Got some rust and all of that. I see the rust. There's trash in the neighborhood. I see piles of trash everywhere. I see piles of trash back there. Yeah. Not everywhere. Let me be clear. Let me be specific. Back there, everywhere. Back there. There's a big old bag right there in the street on my right. There's a cup in the middle of the street in front of me. I see trash. Yeah, I see trash. Oh, there's a classic Cadillac going on some big old rims. Another donk. We got a house on my right with 2 garages on the first floor, but the stucco is all cracked up. The stucco looks like the weather has been taking a toll on it. I like that little Volkswagen on my right, that little van. I like it. That Euro van, that's neat. That's some motorcycles over here on my left. We're approaching Martin Luther King Jr. Way again. I had to think about which one I was on. We're next to the 18 bus stop once again. 31st and Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Let's make this left. The burnout marks. Look at the ground. You see the burnout? Look at the tire marks. Look at the tire marks. Somebody on the ground was having a ball. Alright, on my right is a no outlet, so there's no point me going to the no outlets because they're not letting me go through them. Yo, look right here in front of us. Look at the ground. Look at the ground. Look down. You see all the burnout marks? I'm telling you, that has to be somebody in like a Hellcat, like a Scat Pack or something. And yeah, burning up. For sale. There's a house for sale on my right. $670. 32nd Street, Oakland, California is for sale. $670. Was that what I said, right? $670. 32nd Street, Oakland, California is for sale. Y'all can look up that price. We're approaching West. 3200 block of West. We're on 32nd and West. We got a gentleman riding by us on a tricycle. Yeah, I see you, old head. I see you. Riding by on a tricycle. Tricycles are cool. Believe it or not, let me think. Did I have one? I think I did have one. I think I sold it. But I didn't have it for very long. I think it was like a flipper. But I haven't had one that I adored. And if you don't know, I'm a connoisseur of objects like that. So yeah, in the future, I think I'll get me another one. I'll adore it. I'll put a little system on it. Put a little banger on it. Another house for sale on my left. This baby blue one is for sale. Open Sunday. Looks brand new. 861. So the address on this new one, 861 32nd Street, Oakland, California. You can look up that price to the property. 861. Look at this BMW on my left, jacked up, windows down, and it missing a wheel. Now I don't know what's the deal with that, but all right. So we're almost at the border. The border is San Pablo Ave. We're a block away from it. Let's go forward, make a right, and then boom, make another right and come back in. I see an undercover cop right here on my left too. We're approaching St. Matthew Church in front of us. You got Bay Area Liquor and Market on our left. You got a female going into her vehicle on our right. You got Community Foods on our left. I can see the downtown skyline from here. Fresh Donuts on our left. Passing a crosswalk. We're going to make a right coming up. You got St. Mary's parking on our right. To make this right, St. Andrew's Manor in front of us at Brockhurst Street. We're turning right, Brockhurst. You got some gentlemen over here on the left-hand side leaning up on an Infinity, talking to a female. The female's dogs had colorful hair. Like, you know the Halloween dye? So she had like some poodles. Let me paint the picture. She had some little white poodles. The white poodles had like Takashi hair, colorful rainbow hair. She must have took some paint. Look at this Toyota on my right. See how they did that design on it? The 4Runner? Yeah, that was crazy. Market, Brockhurst and Market. She took her dogs and dyed their hair different colors, like rainbow. It pretty much looked like a rainbow ice cream, like a rainbow water ice. You ever went to a water ice spot, got an Italian water ice, said, "Can I get a rainbow?" The rainbow flavor, and they passed you a cup. Look at Hoover School's on our left-hand side. Hoover School. This is Hoover School. Yeah, but her dogs look like little Italian water ices. I could go for one of them right now. All right, we got a playground on our left-hand side. We got homes on our right-hand side. Somebody got a nice little Beamer, little coupe, little Beamer sports car. Got a nice international. What's this, a Volvo? Yeah, Volvo 18-wheeler right here. I like those. I aspire to own one for fun one day, not for hire, but for fun. We're approaching West Street. West and Brockhurst. Just be careful. Go forward. The crosswalks, you see how they got the yellow? You see it? Normally they're white. Here they're yellow. And you know what's interesting is that you don't ever notice these subtle differences if you live in a place your whole life. If you're from here, Oakland, your whole life, look at that Ducati on my right, motorcycle. If you're from here and that's all you know is Oakland, or wherever you're from, if you're from Miami, if you're from Chicago, if you're from Philly, if you're from Canada, if you're from New York, if you're from, I don't care where you're from Seattle, wherever you're from, if that's all you know your whole life, you've never been out of your neighborhood, you don't notice these differences. You don't notice the details and the traits to your neighborhood. But I got a bird's eye view, got a chance to travel through the country, seeing dozens and dozens of neighborhoods. I'm starting to see like the differences. Like I know like Louisiana has its own style of homes. Like for example, like New Orleans, you know, versus like if you go to like North Carolina, you know what I mean? Versus if you go to Miami, versus if you go to like Crenshaw, you feel me? So yeah. All right, let's make a left. You got S&N Market in front of us, Smoke and More, Exotic One Smoke Shop on our right. Make this left, be cautious, be careful. We got a gentleman sitting right there with socks. His socks are ripped. He's holding a soda. He got a bunch of holes in his sock. He's just standing there like swaying back and forth. I don't know if he is just in his thought, in his trance. Let's make this left on 33rd and Martin Luther King. Look at the intersection, burnout marks on the ground. Look at this van on my right. I like it. Not really feeling the rims, but yeah. We had a mother on our left walking her child. I'm traveling about 14 miles an hour. I do have a Ford Focus behind me. There's a vehicle behind me. A smart car. Saw a smart car inside somebody's driveway. Look at this car on my left, stripped. The front stripped. Wow, busted windshield too. I saw a few cars in here. Didn't we just see a few cars stripped? We're at 33rd and West. I could have sworn we just saw a few cars with busted windows and like missing parts and all types of stuff. Keep going forward, keep going forward, keep going forward. Let's cross. Hoover Elementary School's on the left-hand side. They got like a little garden out here, basketball court. There's some kids in the schoolyard. I don't think it's related to school time though. It's probably neighborhood kids. There's neighborhood kids playing in there. Look at Class A RV on our left, an Allegro. We got a Class C RV on our right, an older one. Nice magenta pink flowers, purpley pinky flowers. Drop top Camaro on our left, convertible. We're approaching Market Street. We're at the intersection of 33rd and Market. West Oak. It says West Oakland Youth Center. We're next to bus stop 88. On the 900 block of 33rd Street. On the sign, right, I see a tree. I'm assuming it's an oak tree. Call me crazy, but there's a tree next to every name of the street. And I'm assuming it's an oak tree because we're in Oakland. I could be wrong, though, but CBR is a yellow CBR on my right-hand side. CBR is a motorcycle, for those of you guys who don't know. Street bike. Let's make this right-hand turn. We're back at the border of San Pablo. We got like another block and a half to explore up top on my right, and that's about it. It's a small neighborhood. It's very doable. Let's make this right-hand turn. Ah, Mr. Rogers, won't you be my neighbor? There's a Mr. Rogers billboard on my left. Speedway Express gas, $5.64 a gallon for regular. We got some guys working on their cars right here on our left. It looked like he was giving him a jump. I think his car probably didn't want to start, so his buddy was giving him a jump. Look at that Mustang on my right. Why'd they do that? They slapped the stripes, and then they even put the big rims on it. No, they're not that big. They're like 18, 17. Nah, them Jones are teens. Them Jones are teens. So no, they're probably like 17. But Oakland Fire Department, engine number 5 on our left-hand side. Market Street Seventh-day Adventist Church on our left-hand side. A pink church. Maybe Pinky owns it. Remember Pinky from Friday? Pinky's Record Shop. I was going to let these guys cross, but they decided to go behind the vehicle, so. Okay, let's keep going forward. On our right, that van. There's a bunch of stuff on the van. There's an open house on this block, too. Somebody living in the van, I think. I think in California, to my knowledge, I don't know if it's here in Oakland or if it's just in a different, I don't know if it varies from township to township, city to city, but you're allowed to be on the street up to 72 hours. So basically you won't get a ticket as long as you move your car every 3 days. It depends on the zone you're in, you know what I mean? If you're in a commercial zone. There's a house for sale on my right, 849 34th Street, Oakland, California is for sale on my right. And then on my left, 844 34th Street, Oakland, California is for sale. Both of them are for sale. Across the street from each other. We have some residents outside that look like they're cleaning up their block. All right, we're at West, 34th and West. I got a CRV in front of us. I'm going to go forward. I'm just going to do it cautiously. They got signs from the open house. They're trying to sell those houses, so they got signs on the main blocks trying to point you to them. Look at these houses on my left versus the house on my right. The house on my right, I like all the details, what they did to the paintwork. See, they painted the gold separately, then the pink, then you know, the white, and they added little details. Those details make the front of the house pop out. Versus this little cube house on my left. It looks like a Sims house. So Hoover-Foster has a livability score based on areavibes.com of 53 out of 100, which is considered poor. Hoover-Foster crime rates are 97% higher than the Oakland average. The cost of living in Hoover-Foster is 21% lower than the Oakland average. Hoover-Foster real estate prices are 53% lower than the Oakland average. Rental prices in Hoover-Foster are 19% lower than the Oakland average. All right, let's continue traveling forward. I think we got one more block on the left to cover, and then we're done the top half. We might, I don't recall going out 24th, 23rd. Let me see right here on my left. Right here on my left. Let's see if this is possible. Let's make this left. Be careful. Traffic. All right, we're back out here. Martin Luther King Jr. Oh, wow, another encampment, guys. The Hoover-Foster neighborhood has several encampments. Since they're giving somebody a haircut over there. Yo! They're sitting out there in just the middle of nothingness. Giving somebody a haircut, bro. He was just sitting on a chair in the middle of the field. Yo, a lot of these homeless people out here got cars. Look, there's a car over here on my right, a Lexus. No tags, beat up, taped up and everything. Yo, y'all saw that? Y'all witnessed that, right? That's crazy. I gotta go around the block because now we're outside of the Hoover neighborhood. We actually passed the boundary. Once we went past the freeway, the underpass, we're no longer in the Hoover neighborhood. So let's bust this U-turn. We're at 37th and Martin Luther King Drive. Oh, yeah, I keep saying drive. Way. Look at that yard. They made a couple little tiny homes back there out of like plywood, y'all. And I see a bunch of cars with busted windows. There's another one with a busted window. Look at this pickup truck on my left. They made it a convertible. That's not a pickup truck. That was a Ford Explorer SUV, and they cut the top. 36 and Martin Luther King Jr. Driveway. Way. Look at this on my left, look on my right. There's a bunch of cars under here telling me that these people, look, and these cars are in horrible shape. I'm talking about some of them look like they haven't had a wash. The cars are just stained with plaque of dirt on the paint, on the clear coat, telling me they've just been unmaintained and sitting there for a long time. 33rd and Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Now I remember. Way. Way. So these little side blocks on my left, there are no outlets. So they're part of the neighborhood, but they're no outlets. So you can't, you got to go to them, make a U-turn. They're really small blocks. 32nd and Martin Luther King Jr. We're at 31st and Martin Luther King Jr. They're doing some repairs on the home on my left. Look at that classic right there on my left. You see it? That was dope. (29th Street). We're passing 29th. Wow, there was an abandoned house over there. Wow, burned down abandoned house. I didn't even notice. We're approaching 27th. 27th and Martin Luther King Jr. And I noticed all them underpasses on our left got people living under them. We're at 26. Bayside, Washland, Coin Operator, Laundromat, Sycamore, Martin Luther King and Sycamore, Captain Market and Liquor, Quality, Body and Fender on our left. And look at even this underpass over here, going towards downtown. Look at there's people living right under here. Look at that. Look right here on my left. Yo, this is raw reality, complete, real, authentic reaction. I'm not from here. It's my first time here. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect to see this on my left. Look on my left. Blocks. We just saw about 4 or 5 blocks worth of homeless. Look on my left and on my right. And the craziest part is some of these people got cars. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. Hey, they're smart. They in the shade, so they don't really, be all hot. Look at that on both sides. Yo, the crazy thing is the cars. A lot of those people got cars, bro. I'm about to bust a trick move right here. U-turn, trick move, trick move, trick move, trick move. Small wheelbase move, trick move, trick move. Damn. They had a lot of bikes. That one spot had a lot of bikes. They had like 10 bikes out front. So I don't know if they were selling bikes, hoarding bikes, or what. Look, a lot of these cars don't even have tags. Crashed, missing wheels, busted windows. Yo, the windows busted, bro. Bro, it's like the community came to a consensus. Like, it's okay, we're going to allow this to happen. Look at TVs on the roofs of cars, missing. Yo, parts. Hoods open. Like, they out here working on somebody's car. Yo. Northgate. Alright, let's make this left hand turn. There's some graffiti right here. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered a great deal of the Hoover neighborhood. We didn't cover it in its like 100% entirety, but we covered a high percentage of it. I just wanted to plant the seed, show you guys this area exists, so you know that it's here. I didn't know it exists, so this is my first experience here. You guys saw an authentic reaction. Let me know what you guys think about the area. Alright, we're gonna stop here. It looks like we got more tents over here. I'm about to bust a left. It looks like there's more tents over here, guys. So I'm gonna bust this left. See if these people allow me to cross. Yeah. Look at, damn, son. More tents. These are people that probably own cars, that probably used to work, and probably a lot of them lost, employment. Probably, are in hard situation. Look at the trash, the amount of trash and debris. We're back at Martin Luther King Jr. way. Grocery, cold drinks, ATM. Yo, I was looking for one of those earlier, and it was hard. For a little grocery store, like a little corner store, so I can just go inside and grab something real quick. Man, spent like 15 minutes trying to look for something. You know how in Philly there's corner stores everywhere? It's poppy stores everywhere. You go get yourself something. Over here, I was like, man, I ain't have no luck. There's a house on my right that was falling apart. Look like they're probably gonna fix it. Some of these houses got palm trees in front. They slick. They say, listen, we in Cali, we gonna give our crib that tropical vibe. We don't care about the rest of the neighborhood. As long as the front of our house looks popping, then we cool with it. Hosanna, Church of God in Christ. Hosanna. Antigua Auto Repair. Hamburgers to go. Look at that little hamburger shop. It's decent. The laundry room on our right. Let's make this right hand turn. The laundry room. Yeah, and then we're back to the beginning where the AutoZone was on our left. Yup. 26, yeah. So we pretty much covered a nice amount of the neighborhood, y'all, surprisingly. Small neighborhoods are easier to cover. We're on 26 and West. Sometimes neighborhoods be so large that you need like 2 or 3 sittings. You need 2 or 3 hours worth of footage to actually get into the neighborhood in depth. Look at that tall palm tree on my left. One single palm tree standing all by his lonely self. Look, we got this Jamaican themed building right here on our left. You see the colors? The green, yellow, red. But isn't that Mexican colors too? Now that I think about it, you look at the Mexican flag. No, it's green, yellow, white. My bad. Green, yellow, red is the Jamaican. The Rastafarian. Look at, they wrote Frito. Frito. Right there on top of that building in front of us. Mostly Mustangs. There's a business on our right called Mostly Mustang.